Welcome back to Insight. We're at Dars here, standing in the forest of pre-lit Christmas trees with Chris. And now some of these are all pre-lit, but we don't have all of them on, right?
Because we blow lights all the time. So we just keep certain ones on and we'll turn them on for customers.
We've talked about this in the past. Right now, if you have a pre-lit tree, stop whatever you're doing and listen, because Chris is going to save you so much time, money, and effort. This is the most educational thing I think has ever been on Insight.
It is, and if you have a problem with your pre-lit tree, it takes the joy out of Christmas when you're trying to figure out one strand goes out and then this strand goes out and whatever. I'm going to just show you some quick, easy steps that you need to take. You get a tree, you want it to last years and years, and they can. You just have to follow these instructions.
So step number one is cram it back in the box when you're done.
That's 90% of the people do it. I did it for years until we learned. You see the size of this box, and then you see a tree that's 7 feet or 8 feet tall, and you try to shove it back in the box, which we do. You know,
Right,
you have the kids sit on the box, you duct tape it shut, and that's what you do and put it back in. Well, with a pre-lit tree, what you can do is break lights or loosen the bulb. You have to find out where that is. Plus, if you shove it back in here, it's made for shipping, you then have to refluff it every year, and that's a pain in the neck. So we want to put joy back in your Christmas setup. So number one, throw away the box, or you can put old garland or whatever in it. Just don't use it for your Christmas tree. You can use it for the Christmas bag to put it in the Christmas bag. And it's just a zip-up bag. All 3 sections up to a 7.5-foot tree fit in here. You lay them in there, and then you put them where, Dirk? Where do you put your Christmas tree when you're done with it?
The basement, I think.
Yeah, it's not the attic.
Not the attic.
Not the attic. The reason being is the attic can get 130 degrees or more. That will wear the branches out, and the overheating, it could wear wiring out. So don't put it in the attic. If that's the only place you have to put it, that's what you do. But if you have another place, put it someplace else. Now next, you had your tree for a few years, and you go to put it up. And you plug it in, and one section is out in your tree. And this can be a real problem. So we want to make it easy for you. Number one, every time you open your tree each year, you put the first section in. They come in 3 sections. Put the first section in, plug it in, and make sure, and look for burned out light bulbs. Every year, look for burned out light bulbs. When you see one, replace them. You get replacement bulbs with the tree. Replace it, because that's where your problem is. It's never the fuse. It's bulbs that have blown, and if you look at the base of the bulbs, you may see black around them. You've blown 50 lights. You have to replace every light. So you don't want to have to do that. So you want to look for that. But if you have a section out, this is your answer. It's $19.99. It's called a Light Pro Keeper Pro, Light Pro Keeper, and you can use this for finding out where your problem is. Go online. There's directions for online. You can do it, and we can show you when you come in the store. Works beautifully. So you get your lights fixed. You put your tree up. You don't have to fluff it every year, and you've got a beautiful tree that will last a long, long time. So don't be afraid of pre-lit trees. They work.
Pre-lit trees, I think I am guilty of everything you said not to do. I think everybody is. When I tell this, and I always give you credit, don't put it back in the box. That's number one. People look at me like I'm crazy. Well, that's why I have the box.
Oh yeah. No, hang it from rafters, whatever you do, just don't put it back in the box.
Don't put it back in the box. Don't put it in the attic, and then light as you go, as you're assembling it, so you know where the bad lights are.
That's right. Wow.
Christmas joy to be found here at Dars, and then not to mention beautiful pre-lit trees. Come in and find yours. We will be right back on Insight.